And welcome to Prestige Encounters the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master, Michael, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But before we get to all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you'll be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our Twitch chat for a clickable link. You can find the music videos on YouTube, listen to the music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Great music, great times, pop at midnight. So there's that. Go listen to music, but not right now because we're playing D&D and we want you to watch us. So yeah. We're back after 1 week. That is correct. We have amazing artwork. This artwork was made by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is in the floor right above me.
With the yellow sunglasses.
With the sunglasses. He is Rosette in this campaign. If you want your D&D character to come to life through the wonderful expression of art, join our Discord using !Discord or lichsouls.com/Discord. And you can pay him monies for art. So all the character art was made by him. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a great time. And you know, it's always good to have a reference for your character. For people who don't have imagination, you're like, I can't imagine your character in my head.
Well, Jeremiah can.
Weak-minded, can't even imagine that.
When I do art with you, we are using your imagination, but I'm giving you a little push. That's all that's happening. You got creativity in you. Help me help you. All right.
Yeah. Did you know that you have an imagination? Well, Jeremiah says you do. So there's that. And so thank you so much. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. We have Only Crits as one of our sponsors tonight. Only Crits has a wide selection of dice and dice accessories. Use the command Only Crits in our chat for a clickable link to onlycrits.com. Also, if you use the code LichSouls at checkout, you get a discount on your purchase. We're talking gemstone dice, we're talking resin dice, we're talking metal dice, we're talking all sorts of dice and dice and dice.
Don't eat your dice.
Don't eat your dice. I don't know why we keep saying this. And it's like, why where did this? Never mind. It's not important. It's not important. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It is important.
It's fine.
It bothers me a lot.
As Quinta says, you are the world's slowest dice tower.
Exactly. Right? And it only rolls natural ones.
How about we play some Dungeons and Dragons?
I think we should, but who is going to let us know what's happening?
So in case you are just not knowing this, we like to do this thing called a summary in the point of view as one of the characters at the beginning of every session. So it's time, everybody, to grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we are beginning tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here tells us what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Rosad himself. Take it away.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. What a day. We made it through that crummy cave and reunited the holy man with his lost daughter. Clap it up for the Veiled Vanguard. Shit name. I need to know who came up with it. Anyways, we had a back and forth about what our next move was. That is how we're getting back to the right continent. Ultimately, we figured out that the map that Father Maxim gave us ought to help. Apparently, it was filled with magic mumbo-jumbo about way lines. Basically, places where reality was thin or something. The egghead said it should take us where we want to go. With that in mind, our next destination was Seeker's Rest, a city built around the keep of the legendary Seekers, also a shit name. I mean, people call these guys heroes, but they caused the Tears of Tumes. Sounds like a group of fuck-ups. Not that we're going down a much better path, honestly. Emmeline told us that we had to be mindful about how we act around her mother, asked us to take it down a notch. I wasn't gonna do that, but it did make me wonder what that was about. Let me tell you, that got answered. Took about 2 days to get to the city. We helped some farmer, and with his reward of some apples, we paid some sort of screwed up toll to the ugliest thing I've ever seen. The city wasn't the most impressive thing I'd ever seen, but it was alright. Folks that live there are a piece of work, spitting at me because I look like the Goopesh Raiders or whatever they're called. I'm just a man here to do his job. Back on Nulfies, they get stabbed more than a few times for that behavior, but I didn't need to start more shit. Emmeline's old digs was fancy as hell, butler and everything, but her mother. Stick up the ass doesn't do her justice. Emmeline and Val did their thing, looking for her notes that might help us and all that. You know, her mom took care of some butt-ugly bird that she seems to love more than her daughter. The rest of us got the tour. I entertained myself by picking up expensive-looking things to make the butler nervous. Totally worth it. We eventually ended the night at the dinner table. I wasn't eating anything, but it was dinner and a show for damn sure. Seemed like a petty squabble between family at first, but some bombs were definitely dropped. This damn lady didn't read a single letter from her daughter after God's know how many years. And it escalated into the lady demeaning her daughter in front of everybody. It's crazy. But get this, to prove a point, Emmeline brought her dad from the grave, made him look like a resident mouth breather and all. Fucking power move. Totally worth 2 days of travel. Anyway, we left after that. I understand why. We probably shouldn't stick around after something like that. Would have been pretty awkward. But we ended up staying the night at some inn. I drank a little, played a game of chance, and ended up winning the sweet dagger thanks to these specs I got. You're going to have to believe me on this one. I'm not going to let you see it, though. We made our way to the way line where the map was illuminated on the moonlight. Thing opened up a damn portal. Finally! Walked through and everything. Super excited to be back where we're supposed to, but something's up here. We're still not back, and something is proposing an exchange. What the fuck?
Thank you so much there, Jeremiah, also known as Roside. So, you are all currently in some sort of cavern, whether underground or within the depths of a mountain. You are unsure. Heavy roots from whatever plant life might be above hang around you with this crystallized calcium encased around them, as whatever water that nourishes the life above trickles down through the soil and hardens around these roots, creating like these gnarled and tangled stalactites and stalagmites below. Through an opening, a tunnel, on the other side of this circular chamber, this slithering, wet, sloshing sound like some two surfaces of wet gravel being rubbed together was heard. A form of a large and monstrous creature came slithering through, pulling itself forward through these two long, gangly, gray, leathery arms covered in eyes, with two large eyes within the palms of its hands. Stringy white and gray and black hair through some sort of miracle that it's still there, hangs down over what you see as a white and red scarred large eye at this point of this leech or worm-like body. It smiles at all of you. Serrated teeth with all manner of bones and rotten flesh from whatever might have been its meal in the past, wedged between a black tongue, forms the words to all of you. I am the knowledge bearer, one who knows all, keeper of secrets. By contract you have entered my cavern, and by contract I must trade. Who makes their presence known?
we have any idea what this entity is?
Make a history check.
Sure, I will roll dice. That is what dice are for. That is a 9. Wait,
You're trying to recall this creature, and its name is just not coming to you. You don't know what it is. You don't have any idea of where you could possibly be.
If no one else seems to be stepping forward, Cram would step forward and I guess ask the creature, you say you know all knowledge. Is this is this deceit and lies, or are you speaking the truth?
You feel a stabbing pain in your hand as a part of the metal surface that covers your hand begins to dissolve away. The price was not set. The price was not agreed. It is my job to set the price for the question that was questioned, that was given, and the answer that shall be given. Your metallic flesh, all those small will suffice just fine. I truly know all. Whenever something new is spoken into existence, it becomes mine. And mine alone until the price is paid.
So, you would know the teleportation spell?
We should be careful about asking questions of this entity first. I think we need
Your
to determine...
finger starts to bleed as a fingernail is pulled from your pinky finger.
I think we need to determine, I suspect the cause would be to determine your payment, and then you would ask for we would negotiate for the question. So consider, all of you, if you have something deep that you wish to seek, and consider the price that you would be willing to pay, and then bargain with this entity. Do not just speak questions to it.
I do know the teleportation spell, and I can give that knowledge.
So
You can just give the other pinky nail.
No.
okay, so we do need to consider from here, respectfully, if anyone would like to discuss what you would like to offer, you can offer it to this entity, and then we will proceed with the official negotiations, as I believe this is going to go. So, yes. I'm sure everybody wants something. I know I do.
Yeah, definitely.
You seem to have quite a handle on what to do. Maybe you could show us?
Dear. I'm kind of on the spot right now, and I'm trying to think of what I'm willing to give up, because I have so much to give and so little that I wish to lose.
Of course.
I mean, presuming that you can give anything, it has taken your flesh, but presumably you can give more. Let's say, without asking a question, I would presume that we could bargain for things like...
Would you like to know how you die, Noel?
That's
tell
okay.
You.
I mean,
I see it clearly. You watch as all of the eyes on this creature's body close. I see it clearly as you are standing before me. So tragic, so heroic, so preventable.
Interesting.
It's not what I want to know, but it would be useful. So, presuming I'm not going to phrase this as a question, you would prefer that we would ask or offer what we are looking for instead of asking questions first. So
tell me what you wish.
So we can tell you what we wish without any issues. We can ask things as a question without the expectation of it being some deep, dark secret. That would be my determination.
Well, I'm a little kind of hold up her pinky.
It's okay. I can fix that.
Hey, Emily, give up some of your tragic memories.
Well, I can't, but I need them.
Oh,
Every memory serves knowledge.
Child of the mist. What can be given cannot be healed.
So,
It's okay. They make artificial nails for that. It won't be the same.
So
I can Emily will kind of step forward and open up her hands to the entity. I can offer many things, many great things, things of high value. The choice is yours, ultimately, on whether you would prefer material objects such as the nail or something more intangible. But I believe my previous question has exposed my intent to you. You know what I desire.
What is it you wish to know?
I wish for you to teach me the teleportation spell in my spellbook.
And what do you offer?
We could do a mixture of memories into physical assets. I would most prefer that the vital parts of me need not be disturbed. Therefore, I may continue my research, though I do understand you need to be paid.
Images begin to swirl in your mind. Girl, similar to you. You see your sister walking down a path. This one, I shall have your memories of her. She will not know who you are, and you will not know who she is.
Oh.
So much trauma embedded in those memories. So much pain can be relieved.
I'm assuming that it would be painless.
Like going to sleep.
Emmeline will sit there for a bit with her arms crossed and just think on that. I believe that's an acceptable trade.
Upon these words being spoken, there is a snapping sound, like a whip being cracked in the air. Emmeline's head snaps back as if she were just whiplashed, and this blue aura mixed with pink floats up from the center of her forehead into the air. It's quickly crystallized into an orb and floats towards this creature and down through the tunnel behind it. You now are aware of the teleportation spell. It is a 7th level spell.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work that out together.
Hence the price.
But I got it in my notebook.
It is there, so once you're able to cast it, you can cast it.
Period. Worth. F her. F that sister. Hashtag power gang.
But as promised, it doesn't hurt. But just something feels empty inside.
We know the price she gave. This was discussed, or she just saw images of it.
This was discussed out loud.
What a horrible price.
Evelyn will kind of flip through her butt.
I know all things. Some of my knowledge has driven mortals mad once given ways to kill a god. Ways to become ruler of all the planes of existence. The locations of terrible artifacts of tremendous power that in the right hands can make rulers, can cause mass destruction.
Emlyn will kind of bounce over and wrap her arm around Valerie's shoulders. I think it's worth a shot. It doesn't hurt. She'll look at the rest of the group. I mean, I feel pretty good right now.
So much of what we are is formed of where we came from. I don't know if I give up the memory of any of those people that I cared about, my allies, that I would be the question and saying. I mean, did you learn it? I mean, what are you giving more than memories? Did you learn a skill from this person? You know, if I were to give up the memory of one of my mentors, would I also lose the skills that I learned from them?
Well, you could give up memories of hate and doubt and trauma. I mean, those are so powerful emotions and memories, right?
Give up the memories of Daka and Orna and...
Yeah.
Completely forget about them. That seems like it's, I mean, what would I do when we saw them again? It doesn't seem like a big enough price. You know, I mean, Krumgaku, would you give up the revelation of learning more about who you are for some future profit?
I'm not sure. What if I gave up my memories of Daka and Orna? What if to
exchange for what?
For, I mean, anything. Not more about my past. If I could exchange a few memories for a few memories, would that not be worth it?
A lab rat never suffers. It doesn't know that it's in a lab.
Cram will step forward once again. I would like to know some of my memories before I was reawoken. For this, I will give up all I know about Daka and Orna.
Your first companions.
Interesting offer. Interesting offer. In addition, I shall take one of the gemstones you call an eye.
Seems like a steep price, does it not? But you would get good with an eye patch.
Deal.
Oh.
I mean, would there be a point for an eye patch?
Unlike Emmeline's discussion, it feels as if something is pushing itself into your eye socket and prying out the gemstone that is your eye. You're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage.
That's fair.
As it comes out of the yank, these like strings, these kind of cords are yanked out through the eye socket and kind of just like hanging down for a loose second, much like nerve endings or attachments to the back of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
The memories of Daka and Ornar dissipate.
Oof.
And you're met with an image of a very lush and green field. Smoke rises from it. There's blood spilled this day as a raging war has transpired. You stand on a hill overlooking the battlefield. Two generals, each wearing banners of different colors, on each side of you, as you negotiate some sort of peace between them. Your mind fast forwards to a great kingdom, a silver city, with all manner of magical machinations and machines. A number of creatures you have not seen in your life, as far as you can recall, roam this area. You know the banner that hangs from this tower is that of your home, that of the Xoraxhan Empire. At the center is this large black obelisk, shattered in its center with some sort of rift, swirling green with its center being black, as if light is directed away from it. And then your images fade.
He'd stand back up, turn around. Well, how do I look?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you need an eye patch. There's all the gross gutty works that people got inside of their heads. Because you're a metal man and all.
Yeah,
You'd probably still look cool with one.
We could shove like a rare gem in there or something like a pearl of power, you know?
That'd
Yeah.
be better. I was going to say a marble, but
I don't need it in the bag of holding, just stick it in Cram's eye.
I mean, a flower, you know?
Very creative, Naoki. Mm-hmm.
Well,
what other questions, Jenny, do we have?
What of you, dragon friend? I sense something in the recesses of your mind. Would you like to know where the killer of your parents is? The one that held the dagger that night.
Yes. Yes. I don't know if I have a memory I'd want to give up though. I don't know what I could give.
Give up your dragon friends.
Memories?
I ain't giving up my dragon friend. No. Because I can't really get rid of any of my parents' memories if I'm trading it for another thing of I have some physical things. I have a dagger. Whoa.
what the?
Mortals cannot live without their hearts.
Wouldn't she die?
I'm a human, so I would perish.
I mean, I assume it goes
We
that.
could replace it.
Huh? That's something.
With what?
Yeah.
Knowledge requires a trade.
If you give the understanding you're parting with your heart under the understanding that something will be given in its place that will allow you to live,
Yeah.
at least long enough to seek your revenge. What is your purpose in this life? To live a long and peaceful life, or to kill the person who killed your parents? The first
kill
time.
the person who killed my parents.
Not the
The
second
first
time.
and the second time.
Yes. Yeah, if you're going to trade for, like, Evelyn and I, you don't need to ask the question.
You give up.
If it's,
You
if
could
it's
give
being
up part of your
replaced by
hearing.
something. No, because if I can't hear in the woods, then all of my training just kind of goes out the woods.
Talia,
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Emlyn will kind of glance at the rest of the group and glance back at Talia. Do you enjoy being close to other people?
This is my price. The heart without knowledge will not be given.
I don't think before that I would feel happy being close to people, but I guess since meeting everyone, I've sort of gained back some trust in people. But I need to know who killed my parents. It's the one thing I've been searching for a long time. And if he says he's going to replace my heart, I'm sure it'll be fine. I could have, like, such a cool way of living, I guess.
I mean, not that it's for me to talk, look what I did, but there are other ways of gaining this information. While this is easy information that you want, the price is great.
I suppose, Talia, what would you do with the information? Is it worth... Because no matter if it's mechanical or magical, I mean, a heart is a heart. It's an organ. We all have them. If you seek justice, I think it might be worth it. You have a team.
I agree. I like the thinking there. Because even if it's like a mechanical heart, I'm still living, still breathing. And we all have the same amount of days if we don't complete this mission. Deal.
Mage-like hands begin to spin around you. One persistently heals you as the other one cuts in. It reaches into this decision that's being made. The chest is cracked. This is terrorizingly painful. You feel every sensation of the pain as it cuts through the surface of skin, down through the muscle, cutting through bone, cutting away the arteries and the veins. You feel your skin going pale, the warmth beginning to leave, first starting at the surface, the tips of your fingers and your toes, and drawing away. All of you watch as a red, still beating heart is pulled from a body and replaced with one made of some sort of black mineral and metal with a faint blue glow that peers beneath the surface of her tunic that is then replaced by the armor over top. Sadly, that heart does need fuel to continue to function.
There's always a catch.
And the fuel is very easy to find.
You watch as she takes your heart and one of her hands and just like rolls it between her fingers, much like one does a coin. She puts into a jar and works the way to this back tunnel. A pixie rose.
So
Can be made into the fuel. This knowledge is given simply due to my restraint on its key detail.
Do I know what that is? Do I know what that plan is?
Make a survival check.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Help.
Here we go.
Sounds like a ranger should do that.
I was gonna say that's
But she's not the one who asked.
Well, do I have it? Okay.
Pixie roses, sorry, not pixie. Pixie roses are a flower that bloom only during a full moon, the full moon of Nema specifically. They're easier to find, it said, in the Feywild, but they are not like extremely rare, but they can be difficult to find, and they can be made into a sort of oil or lubricant to help machines run.
Okay. So I would assume that Talia, when we already left. Perhaps when we return to where we are from, we can go somewhere that has a lot of engineering. I'm sure they'll have.
yeah. Stock up quite a bit.
And then if you do show me that flower, I can replicate it. It's just I need to study it for a while to like get all of its basic components, and then I can recreate it for you.
Oh, right. That's actually quite useful. Wow.
The hour draws near, friends. Ask your questions or be gone.
So we've clearly established that you can take just about anything: a heart, memories.
Did I get my answer, by the way?
Oh, I got so caught up in the moment that I didn't even give you your answer.
I was like, huh?
The answer is a pixie rose killed your parents.
Yeah, that's
a pixie. It's in the flower. Okay, so anyway, so you're given an image of a town surrounded by swampland. There are a number of kobolds, lizard folk, and other lizard and amphibian-like creatures walking town. You specifically focus in on a dragonborn. Its scales are white, but has some sort of discoloration to them, splotches of red mixed in. Walking down the street, and then the vision fades.
Wow.
Who is it?
Right?
I'm some swamp with a dragon born and white off-white scales. I don't recall anyone like that, but I feel like that's still going to be pretty hard to find.
Well, we would just need to consider an area near where we live that has a swamp and dragons.
Yeah, and kobolds in there.
So we'll consider, but I mean, if I was going to guess off the top of my head, the Dragonborn can be anywhere, but probably easier to find one in Drellworm. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's just something.
Where we're going?
Sorta.
So we do still need to fulfill our previous obligation.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going there, you know, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
My favorite.
Yeah, or two dragons, I guess.
As long as I don't die in the process, because my heart's just given out.
I may have sent you a question in DM there. DM.
Did you whisper it?
No.
I got it.
Okay.
What the heck?
So, I don't have many disadvantages in my life. I am fast, I am smart, I am witty, and beautiful. Of course, beauty is only skin deep in this case because I can change it, but I know I don't have much physical strength, but if I give you some of what I currently have, I would like to ask the question that is on my mind, one I believe you already know. One that is not the question that you asked me to ask you.
Your strength is not enough, but rather matters of the heart. Perhaps some of your vitality would be sufficient. Your resilience to dangers of this world, how much you can take. Perhaps I would take your love of her. No, that would be too easy. Perhaps I shall take your ability to defend her. As much as you currently do.
I got another curse.
No, not a curse.
Elaborate.
Your life essence, a small amount.
If you could like quantify that in numbers, like if it was like, let's say out of 20, how many numbers would be removed would be the general thing we're trying to define here, would it not be?
So mechanically the way this would work, because it is fair for me to tell you, a d20 would be rolled.
Oh my god.
And then whatever the d20 is how much your maximum hit point is permanently reduced by.
So could be pulling a Kydro here?
It's possible, although Kydro's is a lot more steep.
Yeah.
I reduced his constitution score by a d6.
Yeah. And then her ability to defend Emmeline.
So essentially you can take less hits.
Yeah.
So you can't take hits for Emmeline as much as you would.
Would you also take the strength score reduction? If it gives me the extended questions?
Perhaps. As they say in
Question
Spanish, quizás.
Yes, let's do that. Why not? You know, you only live once.
Are you sure?
Well, you all just have to work harder to keep me alive, won't you? Do you know, I presume you already know my questions. You know all, of course. Do you need me to say them out loud? Because I know you don't. I like taking things and not putting. You rolled a natural 20, didn't you?
Oh no.
No.
It's a 1.
I mean, I could just DM roll it. Oh, you're gonna.
Your So are you going forward with this?
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
All right.
Yeah. So obviously she wants to know the answer to the preventable death, but also she was given hints about how to save her mother from her deep slumbering sleep, and looking for more information to have an understanding of how to actually accomplish that. Like where, because there were hints about it, but she doesn't fully understand what those hints mean.
Your HP is permanently reduced by 18.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's really bad.
Your strength score is reduced by 4.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it's a say. And of course, the answer to that was don't take this deal because this is how she's going to die. Jokes aside, let's continue.
What is your strength score, just for my own knowledge?
That'll put me to 6.
Okay, cool. So I was like, the minimum it would take you down to is a 1. So, you know, you can't take it down to 0.
The lowest I rolled for this character was a 10.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. Oh. I gotta do some modifications here. Yeah, no.
The sickness that affects your mother was one done by divine means. A deal was struck. A poison was made. An antidote is the cure. To cure the illness that your mother has, you must collect water from the river in the city of the Dark Fey Lord. Infuse that with the blood of a god.
What a steep price that is.
Oh, I'm not done. The god is Ebor.
Ebor?
You would actually know him. This is the god of arts, poetry, and song.
Oh no. That would be like, oh no. I guess
they must be blessed. And the gates between crossings.
So, a simple task. Thank you.
You will die defending her in one last battle to save yourself. You must abandon your feelings of that one.
You speak as if fate only has one path? Or two?
Destiny would never allow such a thing.
In exchange for the memories of the man who raised me, I would like to know who arranged to poison my mother. The good man. Javert. What's his name? Yes, I did that. Javert Allard.
such things to consider such a generous offer to be given me. No. Instead, I shall ask you for the gifts that she gave you.
The gifts that she gave you?
Your fan, the one you use for battle. I shall add it to my collection for this knowledge.
You take away the means I use to defend myself.
We
and
have
the
our
weapon.
words. We have our skill.
And I take it you mean this is... I take it you mean the skill of using it and the fan, or just this unique one-of-a-kind fan?
A fan itself.
Which can...
I would like to see you die on the battlefield. I know you want to change this. So I will allow you to defend yourself in the future. I shall ask for the fan.
You would take no umbrage if I had another one made, I presume.
Simply the one that your mother gifted you. It is not the fan that she is after. It is the sentimental value.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The fact she's willing to sacrifice the memories of her father is kind of callous, but she kind of like flicks it open and like spins it through the air, kind of catches it, snaps it closed, and then holds it handle side to her. You have a deal? You can see her hand is shaking. She's holding resolve in her face, but she's not comfortable. Louis
is the one.
Luis. And her like hand goes even closer on the edge where there's still the blade while closed, and you can see blood starting to drop down from it. So of course it makes perfect sense. Of course it makes so much sense, that piece of shit.
Who is he?
My uncle.
Hmm.
The one I cannot speak of. The one who wanted me to be this person. She like puts the fan open and just streaks it with her blood. You may have my blood as an extra gift.
Not all of it.
Not all of it, just what I smeared on the fan, obviously. Will be more specific. Unless you give me something of benefit, but I cannot die for this. But
I shall leave you with one final bit. Simply because you have been so generous to me this fine evening. Beyond this cave, out in the lit mistlands, you will find an arcane root of a tree. Walk through it, and you shall find yourselves closer to where you want to be. So many trinkets to add to my grand collection. I have sorting to do, organizing to keep. Goodbye for now, Veiled Vanguard. We will meet again.
Well.
Is your hand still bleeding?
Yep. She like holding one hand against it. The wound isn't deep, but still. You can see Valerie looks thinner. But kind of shifts a little bit And she looks a little bit tiny, like just like about like a half an inch shorter, and then fills out to the same bulk that she used to be.
Skinny.
Can you imagine?
I'm surprised Renatus didn't ask for anything.
He doesn't need anything. His answers will come from his goddesses.
Yeah, I personally don't feel like giving anything up. If I want to know something, I do it the old-fashioned way.
The only thing I would ask for is maybe my memories, but it sounds like they don't give very much, or maybe an item to become stronger, but I don't know what that would require.
Yeah, I mean, it has what it wants now. So we must wander out of this place and seek the roots of this tree to find ourselves closer to where we need to be.
I mean,
suppose we'll...
Sorry, go ahead.
We need to find out what plane we ended up on. What realm?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Another history check. That's she's just having a bad time. I don't get advantage from being told about this place, or
Mistlands. You've heard this term before.
The Mistlands.
You recall through recent conversations that you are in the Court of Mist in the Feywild.
Oh god, we're in the Feywild.
This isn't good.
The Court of Mist. Well, you could lose more memories. All of you could.
I don't have much to lose, but the rest of them.
Well,
this may be bad.
It is often said that mortals or other creatures that find themselves in the realms of the Mist Court often find themselves, the best way to put it is with a brain fog. You start to lose yourself. You might even find yourself transforming to be a creature that lives within the lands, a shadow of your former self, covered in bark or plants, matter, moss, stone, slowly becoming a fey creature to serve the Archfey that rules over this land. The mist is not just a low-hanging fog that spreads throughout this area. It is in fact a very ancient fey creature in itself. A spirit, one would say, and as you breathe it in and take it into your own body, it starts to change you, affect your memories, affect your self-identity. It is time to be cautious.
If we're in the Feywild, we need to leave as soon as possible. All of their memories are at stake here.
Yes, of course. Do we recall who the leader of the Court of Mist was?
That is not something you guys would know.
No. Is Valerie being impacted by this the same way as others? He is, one would say, a local, technically. Whether or not she remembers.
No. So I mean, sorry, like it's affecting you all equally, but I haven't had you guys do any checks or anything at this moment.
Yeah. So Valerie will strip off the outer appearance of Valerie and just fully become null in this moment, feeling more comfortable in their own skin. But again, yeah, you can, like, where before Null was a little more filled out, you can actually see, like, in the clothing, the hanging of the ribs where there used to be muscle. Like, it's just thinner, slimmer. Not about fat, just missing some of the musculature that was there. The face hanging a little bit looser. We need to move quickly. Find this route, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. If I was to cover my mouth and nose with my cloak, would it affect me less, or does it still kind of get through things quite easily? Like through materials?
That is a great question. Have you all exited the Weirfell's cavern?
I think
Yes.
we will be, yeah. Yeah.
If we're still inside, I want to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Before we walk out. I didn't know if we'd exited or not yet.
How far back do you think that tunnel goes? The one where it took everything? Just food for thought. We should probably get going. We are.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't think we should be doing anything to interfere with any Fey entities there. We are in the Fey. We've already given more than we can. This is a powerful creature. It has taken parts of our bodies, our minds. Don't mess with this creature. Huh.
From what the Weirfell mentioned, she probably has all manner of things deeper within the cavern. Artifacts, memories of other people, things that could be very valuable to some entities. But it's up to you if you want to try to steal from her.
I don't recommend it.
I don't.
I want to, but I believe I'm outvoted, so we can move on.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You've gained great reward from the power of this entity. Don't put yourself at risk.
Yeah.
No.
I think if we take too much, it'll just turn out worse than what it is now.
Take only what was given in exchange and take nothing for yourself.
All right.
Next time, though.
Yeah, we can always come back.
And we're about to go commit a heist anyway. So. Where's the exit?
Yeah. So, as you begin to walk out of this area, you start to tread deep in a thick mud. Comes to up around your shins, and you kind of have to fully pick up your leg to set it back down again. There is the sound of crickets and other creatures throughout the land, and like I mentioned, there is a thick fog that covers the surrounding land.
Can it help then if I'm covering with the cloak, or can you let me know whether the fog would just go through it?
I
Since we're now
need
outside.
everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Too easy.
Yeesh.
Is there any sort of Fey advantage?
No.
What would, for you, what would give you advantage on this?
Oh, Rosad is a hobgoblin, they're Fey.
Oh, that changed.
As is a changeling. So like Fey creatures are just as subjugated to the rules of the Feywild, especially if it's a court that you don't belong to initially. It's 30-20.
It's a 14 and
I did not do well.
I'm already fate touched, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
15, 8, 18, 6, 23, 20, and a 14. The DC was 10. It was 7 for Talia, which we got the -3 due to the cloth. So I will warn everybody, the longer that you're in this land, the higher the DC will climb as time goes on. As of right now, if you failed your check, you currently have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws and perception checks. This effect will last until you exit the Feywilds. As you start to think, anything that relies on intelligence will be at disadvantage. That's what I mean by that, not saving throws. So anything intelligence. So that would be history, that would be investigation.
Oh.
And not perception, I meant investigation. So anything that's intelligence based is with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Not my +6 nature being a disadvantage.
Still +6 though.
Yeah. I believe we should move quickly. Talia, why don't you use your winged friend to see if he can find, help us find the path forward?
Yes, Kevin goes. If there's anything I can do to see if he can sort of guide where we could go. Is there anything I can roll for that, just to see if he can see?
I need a perception check with disadvantage from Kevin, please.
Perception check with advantage.
Disadvantage, because it's heavily obscured area because of the fog.
Oh, lovely. 11.
11.
Yes. Can I see?
It's kind of difficult for Kevin to see at the moment.
Oh no.
As it is nighttime and this fog is heavily obscuring the land.
Oh, so even his dark vision doesn't help. That's fun.
Well, dark vision only goes so far.
Yeah. So, guys, Kevin can't see a thing.
Do me or Valerie know where we are, possibly? She studied it. I've been here.
Well, you don't have your memories. That's kind of like your whole thing, isn't it?
I mean, you can have a feeling.
Well, you have more than a feeling, but
as you're walking, trudging through the swamp, I'm guessing Rosetta's on top of Shelby.
Yep.
Even Shelby is like having a little bit of difficulty, not accustomed to wetlands kind of vibe.
Yeah. Can we feel like the presence of this entity outside of just the fog delving into us? Like, does it feel intelligent? The fog itself being an ancient creature?
As you're kind of resisting this, you're kind of feeling like something is just like tickling at the back of your head. You don't necessarily know if it's doing this intentionally or if it's just its nature, if it's sentient, but you feel a presence at the back of your head, like something's constantly watching you. You feel the urge to turn around and look over your shoulder.
Yeah, which she doesn't do. Valerie just kind of whisper to it, saying, if you are sentient being of great ancient intelligence, we seek passage through your realm and an exit quickly so that we may stop disturbing you. Trying to see if there's any response to that.
I don't think it's going to respond to you.
Hello?
Hello?
Stepping on a stump ahead of you, about 10 feet, is a man that has a long beard. He's about 3 feet tall, has a long beard made of black and green moss. 2 yellowish eyes peer from under a very low brimmed hat that is made from some sort of woven, we'll say, cat's tail.
Oh, hello there.
All that's showing is a nub of a tree bark nose, yellow eyes, and a moss beard, and then some kind of shabby plant-like clothing covering his form. He holds a staff with a small little orb at the end, kind of sways back and forth. It's some sort of woven basket containing some sort of glowing fey creature. You can't quite make out. It's like an insect, sort of like a lightning bug.
Hello there. You wouldn't happen to be willing to give us your true name?
I don't have one. Been here a long time. Yeah. Starts doing the calisthenics.
You know, I bet you do have a true name.
I've been here since day one, and I still don't have a name.
Yeah. And Null will smile, and for the first time you realize that the smile goes a little bit further than it should. It's like the lines of the cheek open, and you can just see the rows of teeth going almost to the cheekbones.
Mm.
Not to be rude, but y'all seem a little lost.
And are you found?
We're all lost on our own journeys, friend. Not knowing where the road will take us. Unless there's a sign pointing the way, but there's no signs here.
You're not here to lead us astray, are you?
That depends. That depends. Do you think you know where you're going, or do you need to be led somewhere else?
Well, we know where we're going, but do you know?
Because I personally don't know where I'm going. I only know where I've been.
Have you been to a giant tree with a root that leads to another realm?
Many times.
Good. And how, pray tell, would you like us to lead you there? Would you like us to dance for you? To sing you a song?
I don't think you're dancing nowhere in those muddy shoes.
Well, you can dance with your party, buddy.
Stop dancing.
Don't dance. I was joking. Never dance with Faye. It's
I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about the Fae.
It's okay.
A little bit.
There's a lot you don't know.
Well, at least I now know not to dance, I guess.
Yeah, dance till you're dead.
Did that affect me in any way, DM, or am I good?
We're not dancing around a campfire with him. So, pray tell, dear friend, would you like to lead us to where we need to be?
He begins to comb his hand through his beard, and he pulls out a small little beetle, puts it in his mouth and chews on it. Something about you I don't trust. Maybe it's the very wide, pointy smile.
And smiles even wider, and you hear like a little crack as she, as like purposely shape changes,
the thing out.
Goes to like her ears, and like her entire face is a swivel for a moment. The tongue kind of twists and shifts to different colors and turns back. Would you like a more trustworthy face? And shifts into the elvish form.
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah.
Rare check we've been doing this campaign.
It's an 11. It's a good roll for me, like normally, but yeah. It's a plus, that's a 5 plus 6.
Gotta re-roll. Sorry, give me a second.
Oh, my digital dice roll on the floor. Can I roll them again? I could have actually used my inspiration for that, but...
You've been with the Weirwood. That's a dangerous one to be talking to. Don't seem trustworthy to me. Kind of stupid, if you ask me.
Well, dangerous people make dangerous friends.
That ain't working.
I can assure you, she is not stupid. We are not stupid. We have important matters to attend, of which you could be highly compensated. For attending
How? What
with
do
us.
you? You've already traded so much. Why would you want to give up more?
Well, maybe not those kinds of items.
Would you like to make a
maybe
deal? Would you like to form a contract of some sort?
I mean, I can tell you, our friend here, he points to Krem, has another eye to give.
Maybe not.
Unique, one of a kind. The last operational Xoraxhan in the world.
I don't think we need Cram being blind. Thank you.
I can learn. I'll learn to fight without being blind.
It's
What
not
about-
often that mortals find their way here. Last time a mortal came here, we nearly were destroyed.
Oh, I was here.
Yeah. I don't recognize you.
I don't know you. I didn't take my memories with me when I left this
I made
place.
the insult first. It doesn't count if you say it back. Hurtful. Absolutely. Children these days don't know their manners when they speak to their elders.
Null shapeshifts into a larger version of him.
You calling me fat?
Like taller.
You're not making a very good impression on this creature.
I don't know that y'all truly know what y'all doing here. So I, as chief of this pond you are all standing in, gonna teach you some manners. He
Right.
slams his staff on the ground, and all sorts of water plants begin to shoot up out of the ground and begin to wrap themselves around you. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm glad it's a dexterity saving throw and not a strength saving
throw. Oh wow, that's a decently low roll actually.
Ooh. 21.
I'm quite.
Oh yeah, 24.
Do you have reliable talent yet?
6.
Oh my
I
god,
do
I
have
got a
reliable
natural 20. Oh, I got a natural 20 through that.
I don't think that applies to saves, does it?
What?
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's so
Reliable
annoying.
talent.
I don't know.
Oh, it's an ability check.
So
But yeah, I mean, I can do something depending on if that saves or not.
flat decks or something else.
All right, so everybody, the DC on that was a 10. So if you got a less than 10, you are currently bound by these water plants. This lichen and stuff begins to shoot up and wrap around your roots. Other sort of things, the lily pads. I mean, to wrap around and they begin to pull down. So anybody who failed their dex save is currently submerged underwater.
Oh, very curious, very interesting. Could I try to help Naoki right now?
Sure, go ahead and make a strength check, please.
Okay.
Or just watches Renatus waiting for him to do the thing he does.
18. I'm so
Emmeline,
strong.
with a sudden burst of adrenaline and a sense of panic, reaches down and wrenches Naoki from the plants. They are pursuing you guys at this point. They're continuing to try to wrap around you.
Can I fireball these things? Can I just keep or firebolt? Pardon me. Wait.
Lightning bolt.
Firebolt. May I firebolt them over and over again?
Roll 3 firebolt attack rolls for me, please. Not damage,
Are we
just
going
firebolt.
into a chase or?
21, 13, 18.
All 3 will hit. Give me a total damage.
Hell yeah.
30.
35.
25. So through your firebolt,
35.
you managed to shoot the plants away from Quentin. We're gonna start a chase sequence now.
Oh god.
So everybody, as you all know, there are ways to get a chase sequence. You're gonna have to get 3 ahead of your person that is chasing you, although this isn't exactly a chase. You're trying to escape this area. So
It's reverse chase.
with that, who would like to go first?
Oh, Valerie?
Why you put me on the spot, y'all?
Remember,
Cool.
this
Think of
is
something
a
interesting.
time essence thing. So you don't speak quickly enough, you lose your opportunity.
I'm going to cast Levitate on the central point of where all these vines are. The most central point. Like just behind where we're running,
gotta
so
make
that
an
when they
Arcana
go
check.
into them, it levitates them up. Maybe. I'll make an Arcana check, sure. It's with disadvantage because it's intelligence based.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, lovely.
So as you try to cast levitate, you can't quite pinpoint where the water is. It's just far too murky. You don't know how to angle the spell in the way that you need to. So it does not work. So the moss man, the nature sprite, he is going to cast control water, and he is going to create a whirlpool.
So the vocal component for that is ball.
There are. I need
Sorry.
I need the party to make a strength saving throw. The average of this must exceed 15 in order for you guys to successfully get away from it.
I didn't do a save. I did an ability check, but
far,
it's the
it
same.
is- It's the same. Okay, you don't have to re-roll it then.
I have a -2 on strength now.
Oh, that
We're
was not-
fucks. We are fucks.
No, we're not.
What's the average right now?
Not
Not
great.
15. Not 15.
Great. Yeah, I'm not
It
wasting my.
is- It is 9.
Yeah.
Damn.
9.
Great.
All right, so you guys will fall back 1 space. You're currently -1 from your goal.
Can I see him? The sprite? Is he in view? How far away is that dude?
He's kind of like riding the wave behind all of you guys. So
Oh, okay.
on your map, just so you guys have a visible thing. So Naoki is all of you, right? And Valerie is the fail. So you guys are currently 1 back. If you fail 2 more times, you
Bye.
Right.
Could I try to firebolt that nature sprite and stop him from doing these things?
want to try to distract him with your firebolt.
Yeah, I want to bonk him on the forehead.
All right. Let's see it.
Oh, fuck.
So as she tries to do this, she trips over one of the vines that Cram tried to levitate, and it makes her fall back into the water. And that's the critical one. Will bring you guys back by 1. It is now his turn. He is going to cast Entangle.
Oh no.
No way.
I need the party to make a dexterity saving throw. The average must
got
be
this.
a 15 or higher.
30-20.
Oh my.
I'm a +4, and I got an 8.
What even happened?
I'm
Another
a
natural
plus-
one?
Renetis just
4.
stops running and says, "Whatever happens, happens," and he just lets the vines take him. I'm over this shit. I'm already done.
Oh,
If only
I
you
got
had
8.
to swap places with something.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
Actually, that's worse than your. Oh no, that's actually better than your guys' strength. That's a 10.
1 by 1.
Yeesh.
A 3, 2 3s, an 8.
30-20 though.
Yeah.
True.
How are y'all rolling this low? Like,
I'm a +4 on this
That's
one.
usually my job to roll low.
Yeah. All right, so that's not working. So Valerie is going to toss a hypnotic pattern behind the party, which will to do you need to do a wisdom saving throw basically, or have the charm condition. An incapacitate 0 speed technically by the spell. So she's trying to like hypnotize them to give them some time to escape.
What's the wisdom save?
It's a DC 16.
All right, he failed by 1. So
Wow.
the hypnotic pattern briefly distracts him.
Yeah. Yeah. Only cost me a 3rd level spell. Do some cool stuff, guys. I did a thing.
He is going to use control plants.
Can I try counterspell it?
Yeah, so he needs to roll because it changed and
The creature makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the bonus action reaction used to cast it is wasted. If the spell was cast off a spell slot, the slot isn't expended. So the creature makes a con save.
Controlled. Sorry, I didn't mean control plants. I was talking about plant growth. My bad.
Can I counter that with my own plant growth?
No, because he just countered it, so it's fine. I was just saying, I spoke. So it does counter, and you guys do not fall back a space. All right, who's going next?
Rosad will throw a fucking psychic blade at his face.
This is a little nostalgic.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, hey, that's the thing you did.
He never hit me them times. He never hit me.
So I just roll the attack.
Yeah, roll attack roll.
All right. It's a fumble. It's a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You throw it and it lands itself right into the shoulder blade, right between the clavicle and the shoulder blade. Not the shoulder blade, the clavicle and the arm, right here of Talia. Sinks right into her shoulder.
It finally worked.
I mean, it doesn't leave a wound, but it gives you a bit of a headache.
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw as he speaks to the fog, telling it to do its job.
It's finally.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
20. Wait, the rolls are not terrible.
A 19, a 19, an 18, a 10, a 22, a 7, and a 10. Actually, this actually might require me to do the math.
Oh, I'm doing so shit.
An average of exactly 15, everybody.
Oh.
We all are able to move up one.
Did it.
Yay.
Yippee.
Is he considered small?
He is a small creature.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast Wind Wall at his face.
Yeah.
And he can't pass through it.
Well, that's not exactly how a chase sequence works. So go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
Yeah, because technically the hypnotic pattern lasts longer, but it's a chase sequence, so.
25.
Oh.
20, update your stats, yeah.
So as he's riding this wave using control water that he is currently pursuing you all on, he's like saying "Cowabunga!" and then he just hits this solid force of wind and gets knocked back into the water and sloshes behind. He's like, "They're fucking miming this shit," and you guys continue right off. All right.
Yeah. We need one more success, I think.
2 more.
No, okay. Somebody need to do a thing.
He is going to. It's his turn now. In order to pull you back, he is going to.
I cast table flip.
What?
He's gonna look forward at a tree and he's gonna cast firebolt to you got me all messed up, to try to knock a branch down to block your path. For this, I'm going to need a acrobatics check from the party, please.
Acrobatics check, you say?
30-20, baby.
20, 21, 22, 8, 27, 8, 10.
Wait.
I'm gonna do knowledge of a past life for an extra D6. Making that 13.
13. The party passes.
With flying colors.
Oh yeah.
As a branch falls and you all manage to like leap around and leap over it. One of you does a flip. It's very impressive. All right.
That would be Rosette.
Cram doesn't do the flip.
Potential last check, everybody.
Okay, somebody got something cool. Do something cool. Come on, do something cool.
I'd like to copy his trick. I would like to copy his trick and firebolt the tree above him to try to block his path.
Yeah, bitch.
Let's roll an attack roll. Let's see how this
Steal
does.
his idea. Steal his idea.
Wait, just an attack roll or
Yes.
the firebolt roll?
Roll firebolt roll. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
21.
21.
21. This hits the tree branch. Roll damage.
10.
10. The tree branch lands on top of him, trapping him underneath. And you all manage to continue to run away. And therefore you will succeed in your chase sequence.
Is this dagger still in me?
No, it's just like it's energy that hit your shoulder, and then you gotta have a headache.
Oh,
my tummy hurt.
We just keep
my
running.
head hurt, dog.
I assume. Like he just lost pace. We hope
Yeah,
we're running in the right direction.
Or
Running.
squirming
So
under the
interesting
tree.
thing about running in sprinting and running away from someone is that you're also breathing rather heavily.
Constitution saving throw.
So I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw as you continue to breathe in this fog.
Fuck.
Natural 20.
A 16.
Oh, come on.
Oh god.
Naoki and Emmeline, you two now have disadvantage on anything that is intelligence based.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
He should have intelligence anyway. That's nothing new.
That's
I
her
do?
whole thing.
You got a
25.
25?
Who got the low number that I saw? I saw Naoki. and then-
7.
Oh, I was looking at your firebolt damage. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
So just
Naoki.
Naoki. Womp womp.
You had to say
Yeah, bro.
Evelyn's wise and smart.
This doesn't affect him that much. It's nothing new.
Also, I don't
Yes, sir.
breathe.
It still affects you.
I know.
I do
It's the new dark vision. It's like, oh, I have dark vision.
Oh, I'm resistant to poison. Oh, I can't be put to sleep. Actually, I don't have to sleep. Shut up.
I mean, if you want to be technical.
As we kind of like slow down from running, can I look around and try to see if maybe, I mean, if the trees lean all in one way or some weird shit like that, you know? Maybe it will lead us in a direction. I don't know how the Feywild works. Help me out.
What, the
Would you
trees
like
will
some
like
help?
lean left and we have to go left?
Maybe all the shadows are pointing in one direction. You don't know. I don't know. We gotta check. There could be weird things afoot. I'd like to look.
Make a survival check.
Period. Not 9.
The trees are everywhere.
She thought she was going to eat,
There's
but
a
the
lot of
buffet
trees.
was closed. So
You
she
definitely
got-
see trees.
there are definitely trees. There's even might be a fern or two, maybe a lily pad.
The larch. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
wait.
you're giving us so much.
Get that right.
Wait. Wouldn't the flowers you need be here, Talia?
I thought that, but I also thought the thing of we are possibly going to lose everything we can think of right now. We could look around. I'm happy to do that, but I didn't know if we wanted to get out of here as quickly as possible.
I could probably find it.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Why don't we just collectively look for a path forward? I mean, if it's a massive tree, we might be able to see hints of it as we move in the area, unless, another random entity is here to help us who's less messed up.
You're the one who tried to be mean to him.
Yeah, with your creepy ass smile and your
Yeah, let's not intimidate the Fae.
Yeah, Null just kind of smiles again.
I could have told you that.
It's
Stop
fun.
smiling like that, bro.
It's fun being me a little bit right now. I'm less and less danger for being me here. I mean, probably still in danger, but like, we're not going to be here for long.
We're just lucky that thing didn't catch us.
Yes, we are lucky. And yes, Null is purposely like modulating the voice as I talk. That's actually intentional. I mean, we need a path forward. You've been here, Nailkeeper. You have no memories, so what good does
The only
that experience?
The only thing I have is a feeling. That's it.
You have like some magic thing that can help guide us forward. Some form of guidance or clairvoyance.
The most I can do is
grow flowers.
Pretty much, or just like have like a small kind of effect, like falling leaves.
That's not helpful.
If
A gentle breeze may be in the right direction. I'm not sure if that would do anything.
If I'm thinking here, she's gonna kind of flip through her spell book and go between a couple of pages. I've never seen the tree before, so I can't use what I want to use.
Man, this group of people sure likes to jabber. Jabber? I hardly even know her. You look up and there are two crows up on a branch, currently
Really?
talking to each other. One is black, one is
Firebolt.
white.
Yo.
Firebolt?
I'm gonna be so honest.
Which one do you shoot?
Which one? Which one? The black or white one?
Which one can do both?
Your choice will define you forever.
Which one can do both?
Which one? Which one?
The black one.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa.
23.
Roll damage.
No!
Roll damage.
But you think his name is Jim too, don't you? Anyway.
14.
Bro, just go.
Jesus. He deserves. His name is Jim. He deserves to die.
Yeah.
Because it's not a good representation of anything. So
Yeah,
okay. He's
we'll-
not.
we'll
by the way,
edit
this ain't
that out
Dumbo. This ain't Dumbo.
We're gonna edit this conversation out of the YouTube.
Nope,
play,
it's staying in.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I will
All right,
base boost
so
this
all
part to
that's
make sure.
left behind are two smoking legs of this crow.
Oh my
The other one was
gosh.
like,
And
oh
then
shit! What are you
Emily's
doing
just
down
gonna-
there?
She's gonna snap. Get out of here.
But no.
No, don't get out of here.
No, listen. We're trying to get out of here. So
It's like pops up its leg. It's not like its wings. Like, you get out of here!
yeah. So point us the right way. We're looking for a big tree with a route leading to another place, and then we can be gone. And then I can keep the big scary lady with the bone mask away from you.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm just rolling all the dice today. That is with a plus 11 of 14.
Wow.
What is
Oh
happening?
my god.
Yes, my persuasion is plus
Your
11.
rolls are really bad tonight overall for
Yeah.
base rolls. However,
Was it enough, or can I use my Heroic Inspiration and try to make it bigger?
you can try to make it bigger.
Do I need to make it bigger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Go big or go home,
Exact
kid.
same.
Oh, fuck off.
Wow.
Can
I don't quite know who y'all are, but I may. This one, upon closer inspection, is a raven. The one that you shot was a crow. This is a white raven. Very weird. Very curious. I may be so inclined if y'all have something I can bring to this very attractive raven I've been trying to court.
Well, you need a shiny rock or something?
Don't insult it.
I'm asking a question. It's a fucking bird.
I was gonna say that's what they like, is it not?
I might take a shiny rock, maybe a pretty piece of string, something along those lines.
I've got this necklace here, and she'll just hold up. I just have in my inventory, it just says necklace. So I'm assuming it's a necklace that's like
Jesus.
not super fancy, but not bad.
It's probably
just
still
nice.
has the, like flesh of the person you glued it
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
pretty sure you
It's-
found that in
yeah.
a chest and you just never got evaluated. But he'll see it and be like, that right there's a
Really?
deal.
Probably.
Nice.
It's probably
Wait,
like amulet of protection +4.
And he'll swoop down and he'll take it.
I'm so mad right now.
That's hilarious.
I just got
Necklace.
robbed again. Second time today.
Wait, what color is the necklace?
What color was the necklace?
It's pearl.
It's pearl.
It's just necklace. That's all the personality it
The
has.
color is necklace.
Okay.
Necklace.
Its job is beach. So, the he'll put it into a little, like, you know, what do they call it? A hole in a tree. What are they called?
A knot?
The nest.
A knot? No, it's not a hole.
No.
I'm trying to think of To Kill a Mockingjay because there's a specific hole. Like there's like
You just combined two different books.
no, that's what I meant. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's what I meant.
There you
To kill a mockingjay,
Little
that's
tree
the,
hollow.
That's like
It doesn't matter.
cavity.
Tree
He'll
hole.
put in a hole in the tree.
yeah. I was gonna say
Tree and tree and
Is it
tree.
got
outside
a-
is
Oh.
Travis Everdeen.
Well,
Does it have a little door? Does the tree hole have a little door like the?
Oh yeah,
the-
you know, it's a
little
very nice
creatures.
apartment here in the Courtlands.
Yeah.
It has a like a top floor, a full
Got
bath,
ring light.
you know, a nice like
Fairy lights.
swamp
Yeah.
view. The rate is reasonable.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll
just
point
like
out that
one newborn
Just
a month.
A
it's fine.
necklace.
Yeah. So like this bird
Not
that
whole.
we just killed was the
I was half
wife-
right.
was the husband of the bird he wanted to court, so we actually did him a favor.
Hell yeah.
He just puts in
How-
his little bachelor
how-
pad.
Yeah.
Crows.
How high up
Crows
is
and
that?
judges.
Are you gonna go back on your deal?
He doesn't have to know that.
Oh my god.
It's about 15 feet up.
Yeah,
He'll
it's about
fly out and he'll
15.
say, "Follow me."
Let's go.
Does Chloe mention this to the party, or is she just keeping it to herself?
Certainly hope Chloe wouldn't.
Yeah.
Emmeline is staring at that hole, and the mage hand that typically holds her cigarette to the side is kind of flicking its pinky.
The one with or without the nail.
The mage hand has the nail, I believe.
Yeah. No,
So-
no, we'll like see Evelyn like lingering, and we'll like wrap the unusually long fingers around her hand. We should go. We don't want to lose sight of our guide, huh?
Okay.
By the way,
Wait,
can
do you think I'm not gonna go horror with this? It's fun.
She'll concede and just kind of be led away.
Yeah.
We're just slowly after the raven.
Taurus horns will get there mighty fast. And he leads you 10 feet through the mist. And there is a large tree right next to where you were standing.
I'd like to turn around. 10 feet? 10 feet? I'm getting that necklace back.
He's burning the whole fucking forest down at this point.
We should go.
Wait.
Can I do an insight on Evelyn?
Wait, we can ask him.
Can I do an insight check on Evelyn to see what she's up to?
Yeah.
I want to know what time of day it is, man.
The 12.
Dark.
I mean, you didn't say you're trying to do it stealthily. It's pretty, easy to see that you're walking back towards the tree.
Emmeline, don't pull back on a deal made with a fey creature. You will regret it.
It was such a short distance.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
It's a short distance. We could have walked in all of the other directions. I know you regret it, but if you turn back on a deal, there will be consequences. And you already saw what happened with the last one.
All right. Well, I guess that's, a fair point. I mean, I still have this really, really cool ring. So rare and valuable. And she's gonna pull out, let's see here. She's gonna pull out her ring of warmth. And she's just gonna kind of like hold it in her hands and make it seem to be way cooler than it really is. She's gonna try. She's gonna say extra loud for him. I don't know if that Raven even cares anymore.
Make a persuasion check.
We paid money for that.
Wait, we can ask the Raven where the flowers are.
I got a 17.
It needs to be a
17.
full moon.
Not quite high enough.
I can make it bloom myself, Talia.
I did my side of the deal. You will keep up your end of the bargain, and I shall talk to you nevermore. And he flies away.
No.
10 feet. Just
Slams the door.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. I mean, the longer we're here, the worse this can be. And some of you are, well, more susceptible to the effects than others. You don't
May I ask what time of day it is?
missed a clock.
It's dark.
Yes, it is dark.
Is it a full moon?
Moons.
I mean, look at the sky, I guess. No.
Are there two moons here as well?
What?
Are there two moons here as well?
There are. Yes.
I would say if it follows it's sort of a dark reflection of depending on how you do it, but the
So this
idea there's
area,
two.
I mean, it's a reflection of the material plane.
Yeah.
In some ways, but the celestial globe is very similar in many ways, but not exactly the same. But there are two moons here.
Well, do you have any plans? But we are running out of time. And the one thing, the little bit I know, we don't know if we're going to arrive precisely when we mean to. So the more time we waste here, the more risk there is that we'll have wasted weeks. Or we'll arrive yesterday. Or we'll arrive 1,000 years too late, who knows? So.
Well, I mean, if we arrive 1,000 years too late, wouldn't we drop dead on the spot?
Yeah, or to be all over and we'll see what the world looks like, but don't want to play the game. And I can feel this mist seeping into my bones. Creeping through my skin, can't you?
I do think it's imperative that we do find that flower, because who knows how long that heart has in it.
I just die right now.
As you guys are approaching like the large tree, you do see the root that grows kind of out of the water and backs on. It does create a sort of doorway that you see clearly through that looks more like swamp. But upon closer inspection, there is a slight, just like you're looking through a sheet of plastic in some way. Like there's saran wrap stretched through it, and when you only can really see it when you look really closely. This is an overall like dry area. You are out of the water, but you are surrounded by the water of the swamp.
No gatekeeper, I see.
Too easy.
Was it? I think. I mean, if anyone understands how this works, Emily?
Yeah, let me take a look at it. I mean, if you look here, she'll kind of poke her finger. She'll walk up to it and poke her finger through to kind of try to see if it, I don't know, does anything.
Emmeline, upon poking her finger through, gets sucked right into it.
Whoa!
Valerie lunges in after. Nell does, yeah.
Guess it's time to go. Off I go.
GG to the flower idea. Sorry, Naoki.
This is why we test with things we're carrying.
I'm just worried about her.
Does everybody else go through?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. As you step through, it's dark as night, foggy, cloudy. You quickly leave the Mistlands after a very short amount of time there in the Feywild, contrary to other moments that we've had.
We would have loved to have stayed.
And what you're greeted by is sand, dirt that is a kind of rust red color.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Oh no.
Does the dirt, the rust red dirt, feel familiar?
Yes, it
From
does.
from the
you
earth?
recognize it to be that you are currently within the Xoraxhan Wastes. As you look through the horizon, you see that there is a body of water that's a very pale light blue to your behind you, and there are a number of mesas and other stone structures in the distance. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break, everybody. So thank you to everyone who's joined us so far within this little story that we've been having. If you're just now joining us,
Oh my god, I cannot believe you're just now joining us. You've missed so much, so many interesting things. We did creepy things. We talked to a weird plant thing made of eyes, but you know, that's all spoilers for something you haven't caught. You want to figure out how to like catch what we actually did earlier? You can actually watch us on the YouTubes, because we actually upload the sessions every Monday, and look back at our back catalog with multiple campaigns of this. Though it gets good starting in campaign 2. You know, pushing from there, we do this live at 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Twitch. We also do it on TikTok and YouTube, playing it live. You want to just listen to our beautiful voices, you can find us on all the podcast networks. So that's really about it there. You know, come join us, please. We play other games too, not just D&D.
thank you so much. And everybody will be back here momentarily. And, you know, we're going to go ahead and get some refresh ourselves and everything. And we'll be back momentarily. As you can hear, my dog knows that I say this same line and it's time to go. So we'll be back here a little bit. Give us some time. And welcome back, everybody. So where we last left off, the party had
Welcome back, everyone.
We're back. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're good. We can
Let's rewind it.
Welcome back.
I'll wait.
Wow.
Sorry,
That's crazy.
But they're just the hands on the lips.
I'm like that. I'm like that overly annoying teacher that you had in choir.
Hey, I love my choir teacher. You shut the fuck up.
I did too, even though he like was real. No, and we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, so
Never mind.
Where we lost off the party
It's gonna
had been
awaken things in you.
transported to the Xoraxhan Wastelands. Where exactly they do not know.
Oh.
It is the middle of the day. It is
Hot.
dry and not. It is hot. So the mountain ranges to the west, east, and south kind of create this bowl, right? It's not exactly a desert. This is a badlands. It has occasional prairies. Think Arizona, not Arizona. Where the New Mexico,
South Dakota?
Mesas. It has mesas. So there could be dry grasslands. There can be the Dakotas. Montana's a very good comparison in some parts of this. Yeah.
As soon as Rosad realizes where they are, she's fuck yes, yeah.
Oh,
You seem happy.
this is good.
That's what
Woohoo!
we need.
I'm on-
That's what needed
I'm
to
just-
be. And
I'm happy to be somewhere that I am somewhat familiar with. I don't know exactly where the fuck we are, but we are somewhere. We're in the wasteland.
Oh, is the party in Scafram leaving?
So I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh.
Is this our last wisdom saving throw?
This is
For the
unrelated.
fog, not in general.
This is unrelated to the fog.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
So anybody who scored less than a 15, you do not have any memory of the time spent in the Feywild outside the knowledge that you were granted by the Weirfell.
I got 15, so I'm okay, aren't it? Because it's me, it's it.
You pass.
Cool.
I'm so glad to be outside of that shitty place.
where did we
Jeez.
go?
What do you?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Where did we go?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Where did we go?
We were
Where
at
were we?
the elemental plane of Earth, and now we're here.
All right, this is some sort of sick fucking joke, but you're gonna follow me now. All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess.
I just don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you talk to Shelby through like a psychic link,
No.
or is it
No.
just based on her body language? What is?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is body language. Listen, me and Shelby have a inseparable bond.
Mm-hmm.
She's my number one. She
Ew.
loves this place. I mean, look at her. Look how happy she is. It's like anybody who has not seen a Schnoggle can't tell anything. It's just,
That one.
just her ears are flicking a little bit.
Shelby kind of looks at you, a little bit of drool dripping out of the corner of her mouth. Her tongue kind of, she has a very long, like almost anteater-like tongue, sticks up her nose and goes back in.
Precious.
Well, I'm glad to know that that protection actually works. See, Valerie, who shifted back into her normal floor, her eyes glazed over for a moment, and she just seems fine. So,
So y'all who don't remember think we just went straight from fucking Seeker's Rest to here.
Yeah. So right now, if you had like the brain fog from the plane of mist, it's starting to clear up, and you no longer have the negative effects from it. It almost like immediately begins to clear up. But the memories of everything that happened there outside, the knowledge that you gained from the Weirfell, is gone.
So that map took us here?
well, I mean, boy,
Well-
Naoki, you're just you're gonna have a lot of fun time when we unlock your past memories.
I'm not sure what you mean. I don't even know. I just remember opening the portal to that new place, and we jumped in, and we're here.
Emlyn will shoot a look to Razad. Is that it? Are we the only ones that remember? Wait.
I mean, it's interesting because like we went to the Feywild. They all got married. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding. We fought that dragon, but it would not enchant the sword. And
unfortunately not.
Yeah. It was.
Is that what took my eye? As he's like feeling.
What happened to your eye?
So you got really drunk during the wedding, and you thought it would be fun.
I can't get drunk.
Wedding gift. For you in Feywild, they have drinks that you can. So you thought it'd be a fun wedding gift to give to Naoki. So you pluck out your eye, but unfortunately you dropped it down a hole, and it got taken by a crow, which Evelyn blew up with a firebolt.
Very good shot that was.
But also destroyed the eye in the process. And in the crossfire, you actually hit Talia in the chest. So we had to replace her heart with a magical metallic furnace.
Which is very discomfortable. I am not having a great time.
Yeah. But, I mean, you are married now. Just, you need to be prepared for that.
Why are you making a bunch of shit up? Can we focus?
Just lead the way. Just shut up and lead the way.
Yeah.
I just want to add in here that her fake heart was her something blue from the Weirfell.
Yeah. I say, Razad, I know that you're new here, and you just need to stop messing with them. That this all actually happened, and is all very provable, and it will come to them when they eventually restore their memories. But yes, let's focus on what we're doing now.
Yeah, whatever. Razad looks to the mesa around him. Is there any way he can maybe figure out like a general area they might be in? Because you also mentioned that there was a body of water as well, right?
Yeah, so go ahead and make a... I'll let you choose history or survival, your choice.
History or survival? That is a wonderful question. They're both the same roll, so I'm just going to do history. That's a 21.
Looking to the south, across the water, like kind of like
natural 20, by the way.
With the heat waves, kind of making the distance seem distorted in some way. You see the faint glimpse of a wall far to the south across the body of water.
Oh, shit. All right. Folks, it appears we are in the south of the wasteland. North of the World Kiln and the Pterodaxes River. We're close to Drellworm. Close in quotation marks. We're still a ways away.
Where is that?
I just explained where it was. It's north of the Pterodaxes River. And then we're north of the Pterodaxes River. Drellworm's south of the Pterodaxes River. We're in the southern wasteland.
Oh.
It's right here, Naoki. Emmeline will kind of pull out like this janky map that she copied down from a more proper map at one point. Right, probably here. She'll just pick a random spot in the wasteland.
Oh, by all these like kind of mountain-y things. What does that say? Yeah. Does that say Silveria?
Silveria. I believe that is pronounced that way.
Y'all want some lore? So
yes.
From your natural 20, you recollect that the lake that feeds the Pterodaxes River is known as Stillwater Lake. It is mostly comprised of salt-like compounds, but it's said that nothing can live or thrive in here due to a long dead god. Part of his remains fell into the lake, fell into the ground, created the basin for the water to flow from the mountains, and his rotting remains at the base of this lake, which no one's gone to the bottom of due to it being extremely deadly. It's still there, creating a very toxic environment for anything to thrive.
Yeah, so dead god at the bottom of the lake. You know, I don't completely buy it, but I mean, it still kills people if you go in there, so.
That's not about right. I mean, everything else in this world is messed up, so.
Yeah,
Were
true.
the gods not banished from this place? Would it not be gone along with them all?
Isn't that for you eggheads to know?
I don't remember.
Would it have blood in it?
That's probably what the poison is, but I mean, you think about it, you know, just because the gods were sealed away, the corpse of a god is not a god. It's just flesh.
Delightful.
All right.
So what do we want to do?
Isn't my druid grove around here? Question mark.
It is close by, but our primary objective, I believe, was seeking out the primary obelisk. Was it not?
Well, we must repay our...
We do, but we have to do... We were told we could do that after we can accomplish this goal.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't try and accomplish goals if we're just gonna die soon.
How would we find... How would we find the obelisk? She'll kind of just look around in circles, as if she'll find it.
Do we, feel the pull of the life force being drained from us in a particular direction, or is it because we're where we are coming from multiple directions now?
There's no specific direction that you've ever felt. You just feel drained, tired. In fact, upon your arrival, you've noticed that there are a few wrinkles across the face of a couple of your companions. It seems like your eyes are slightly more sunken. Your veins are showing more prevalent, as if your skin has become thinner.
Valerie shifts to look normal again.
Where was that?
Try to counter the effect.
Where was that obelisk supposed to be? I know it was in the wasteland. Did we get a specific location?
Accessing the caverns of my insanely large brain. Would I know where that obelisk is? North, south, east, west?
Or Kongaku. Kongaku, your newly gained memories of your past
Period.
life. Would that help?
There you go.
I mean, I remember here, but it was lush. It was green. It was nothing like this. I don't think I'd be able to navigate from here.
You have more frame of reference than we do.
I mean, can I DM?
You can make a history check. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, isn't that good?
So it's Emmeline's history and Krumgaku's history working together.
19. That's actually pretty good.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So from the vision that you actually had right before you woke up in Emmeline's laboratory, you remember it being buried, as if something had covered over this city, making it now underground. You don't recall exactly where that is.
Mm-hmm.
You need to find more information.
I repeat to everyone.
All right, so
we need to
find something underground. Somewhere in the wasteland. I think I might know people that can maybe help us.
Where would they be?
You know, I don't have an exact answer for that. I actually need to ask. Rosado will hold his finger up to his ear and activate his sending stone. HQ. Approximate location on the city relative to just north of the Pterodaxes River.
Head northwest to the dunes.
Looks like we're heading northwest.
That is very specific and useful. Sorry, could you have done that the whole time?
We weren't in the wasteland the whole time.
Does it have limited range?
I think technically, but it wouldn't have mattered if I'd done it before.
Okay. Well, you are the expert. You started as our guide. I suppose you can continue to be our guide, no?
Yeah, things might get bumpy. Especially with Tin Man around.
Should we just cover Krem up with like a cloak?
It won't matter.
Okay, explain.
We're going back to my headquarters. As far as they know, I have you in tow.
What about the other 5 of us? 6 of us? 5 of us?
Yeah, I mean, you're here, but Cram was a target.
Okay.
Do you need me to pretend to be a hostage?
That might help.
You could say you took my eye. In a straw. A wonderful
Valerie
That's a good idea.
Into Kramgaku. Oh, you can have another hostage.
2 crams. Even better. 2 for the price of 1.
Hi.
Double the money, then we kill them.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Val. I don't know if that helped. My boss, you see, he has this monocle. Lets him see a lot of shit.
Oh.
That sounds unfortunate, and he goes to the latrine.
That's not what I mean. Not a lot gets past him.
Okay.
But let's
Valerie, you're taking 1.
Just what?
1.
I thought that would mean, yeah.
I thought that was a solid.
That's why he's giving you 1.
I roll a d4. I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay. So you lead the way and shapeshifts. Yeah.
Into
Let's
me.
Stick with the form of an orc, but still wearing Valerie's clothing.
All right. Let's get a move on then. Northwest.
Roll.
Still a female orc, by the way.
The party begins to move throughout the Xoraxhan Wasteland. It is mostly at the most southern part due to the heat from the world kiln. This red-like stone, and as this stone has eroded away from the wind, it has kind of cast this dust across the entire area. This kind of gets kicked up by the wind. You get small little dust devils, and after a few hours of walking, your entire lower halves, like the fringes of your cloaks, your boots, the bottoms of your pants, are just look like they're rusting away.
Does that apply for Rosad?
On Shelby, you're fine, but like the dust is still like kind of getting on you.
Sure, yeah.
Just periodically cast precipitation on herself and on Emmeline. Everyone else can look dirty, but they gotta look clean.
If I'm sat on Kevin, am I safe?
What?
I'm riding along Kevin.
I don't think Kevin is big enough to ride, dear.
Yes,
Is he
he
big
is. Yeah, he is now.
His size large?
But she can't ride
I
on
can't
him in his
fly.
form yet, but can ride
I
on
can't.
him in a walk.
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
Wow. Getting
Yeah.
big.
I know
Oh,
what
yeah.
next. So
Right, that's horrible.
Technically, he can just
Come back.
Oh, her. Never mind. Yeah. Well, I mean, just have to wait for her heart to stop.
It's done it.
I did it to a wolf. I'll do it to your dragon.
Again,
Rude.
her dragon's a face spirit. It can come back.
He'll find a way.
Anyway,
He'll find a way.
So, after a few hours of walking, you see some forms walking in a line in the distance, traveling north. They are cloaked.
All right. It's just a group of people.
Cloaked figures.
Cloaked figures, but they're not like hauling anything.
So there is about 3 carts, all being pulled by schnoggles. Or sleds, sorry.
3 sleds. Okay, cool.
Sleds with schnoggles.
Mm-hmm.
Do the cloaks look familiar?
Got to make a perception check.
Perception. Which, yeah, that's 19.
So from the cloaks themselves don't look like any different from most traveler cloaks that you would see, but you do catch glimpses of red or brown or orange kind of carapace.
So, would I be familiar with these people?
These are
Titan, maybe?
yeah. So these are Xoraxhan, which could be dangerous, could be friendly, could just be here to make some money, but they do mostly live in underground. One could call them cities, more like hives.
Should we pick up some transportation, Rosette?
I don't know if it's worth it. It might. These people are tricky.
So are we.
Yeah, there's a lot of them though.
How many?
How many people are there?
You make out there's a small group of them. You can't quite tell how many because of the wagons, but there are about 6 walking alongside the wagons, 3 on each side.
6 at minimum.
So, guess conservatively a dozen to 20 if they're loaded with people, but if they're just transporting product, maybe only 10. You don't want a friend for your schnoggle?
I'm Shelby's friend, all right?
No, but I mean, I don't want to keep walking in this dirt. You're the expert. You're the expert. Tell us what to do here. Do we hide and wait for them to pass? Do we?
There's no use in hiding.
Jump on them.
We shouldn't go straight to attacking them either. We can just move. Our paths are going to intersect, but we just see how they react. Keep on our way. If they seem friendly, we could talk to them maybe about hitching a ride.
As you continue to walk and you get closer to it, they seem to take notice of you. One holds up a hand, his hood falling back, revealing these large insectoid eyes and this pointed face. It has 2 antennae that stretch from its head. It begins to walk towards you, a spear in its hand.
Emmeline will kind of just lift her hand up and wave widely and plaster a big old smile on her face, trying to be super friendly.
Yeah, I don't think they react the same way to smiles that you're used to.
This creature
What do you mean?
has two pincers along its mouth. It has 4 arms, and its chitin is kind of like has these bumps across its surface, jointed twice at the leg itself. As it gets closer, in all of your minds, would you like to trade?
What do you have to offer?
I have a wide variety of goods I could offer you.
Like?
It continues to say, goods from afar, goods from near. We are simply a trades clan traveling the wasteland.
Where are you heading?
Northeast.
You
We
don't
have
need
business
to.
there.
As do we.
Are we heading northwest or are we heading northeast?
We're
Northwest.
northwest.
You must be tired. Perhaps we could offer you safe or comfortable passage. There have been worms sighted in the area.
How much will that run us?
Given the risk, 10 gold ahead.
10
Strong
gold?
travels for free.
You accept foreign currency. Still the same amount of gold, different stamp.
Perhaps.
As traders, you must deal almost exclusively in foreign currency.
All currency is welcome. Also open to trade.
Do you happen to have any access to war fans? It's a rarer type of weapon.
That is not something that we have on our wagons.
Any weaponry at all? Lighter
Yes.
weapons, rapiers, things like that?
We're currently traveling from the tunnels that lead to Pyramoa.
So, do you have a sword, what I would say, or lighter, simpler weapon like a rapier?
We may take a look at the stock. I'd be happy to show you.
Okay, I think we could do. And I just presume there's no emotion on these entities, like there's no way to get an insight on.
Insight would be very difficult. They don't show.
Yeah.
Like, they don't blink. It's like you're just staring at the face of a praying mantis. That's
Yeah,
like life size. It's like human size. Like,
And they have,
its face
they have
is
like antenna and mandibles that are
Freaky.
like moving, but we're hearing them telepathically,
yeah,
right?
they all speak telepathically.
I'd imagine you probably have to be around them for a while to understand their body language.
Yeah.
So the DC would be very high on this type of creature.
Well, Valerie's just gonna look at it and see. It's like trying to get a reading off like a rock. Like she's not gonna try. Okay. Well, business is business.
Go ahead.
Very well. You follow the Thrykeen single person back to the wagons. They kind of stop for a moment, and you watch them start to do something that is interesting as they kind of start to pause their wagons and uncover them to show you their wares. A couple of them go out, and you watch as they are like walking on the ground. Their specific like walking pattern and their feet begin to seem like they're feeling for something. And one points down at the ground, and the other one takes this tool that elongates and starts to hammer it down. And soon enough, water begins to flow. And you manage to fill up some sort of vessel to give water to their schnoggles, and continue to seek out these underground water sources.
Give me some of that. I will be taking some of that in my water container.
We found the water. It will cost you 1 gold to fill your container.
She'll give them 11 gold and say, this is also for her to have a spot for travel.
Very well.
And Valerie will also give them 6 platinum for the rest of the party.
Platinum?
Yeah,
Whoa.
well, it's 10 gold each, right?
Yeah, to travel, yeah.
Yeah, so they'd be 60 gold, so 6 platinum.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant for the water. I'm like, why are you doing this?
No,
I
for
would pay
the
1 gold for the
travel.
water too. I would like some water.
Yeah.
You walk up to one of the Strike King that's currently unloading items from its cart to show you. This one, it has a kind of seafoam green colored chitin hide. It looks at you all. Is there anything I can help you with specifically to perhaps narrow down the search? We weren't exactly ready to sell things on the road. And perhaps just show you some wares. I'll take one chest out and lay it down. This chest does have a short sword. It will have a long sword. And there's a weird bronze-like metallic piece as well that gets produced. And then a number of gear parts and other bits and ends. Mostly you see junk.
Can I have a quick scan through to see if they have any like old Xoraxhan artifacts that might maybe fit on BE by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Smart.
Okay. Oh, a 3.
A 3.
Oof. Damn.
So as you're kind of like looking around, nothing really sticks out to you much.
Yeah, that's fair.
We found many of these on the road. There are some forged items as well from Pyramoa. Perhaps I could assist you.
Does no one need anything out of this chest then?
I'm just trying to think of which of those I can use. So, short sword is a... What does that classify under? I'm not used to having a short sword.
I believe it's
Finesse,
a versatile weapon.
Finesse.
Finesse?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not, yeah, and so that's the only thing in here. So say, do you have any other weapons? And say, I like the short sword, but it looks a little inelegant. I mean, no issues, but anything more special in there, we'll keep that aside because I would potentially buy it, but...
Let us open another crate. The crate, next one that gets produced has a number of these green bottles that are emerald in color that kind of have the handle of a serpentine-like dragon on them. There's a number of books and parchments and other sort of like historical records that exist that you from first glance is what you can tell. Anything here perhaps pique your interest?
Are there books on? Anything that like sticks out to us?
Go ahead and
Any
make
smut?
another intelligence check.
Any
Okay.
smut?
That's fuck's sake. A 1.
A 1. Not
Wow.
really. Maybe you should stop being the one to do the intelligence check. Semester plus
I'm just
0.
looking.
All right, hand me over the books. Let me take a look at the books. Move over, Crumb. You don't even know how to read.
I do know how to read.
Hey, that's my thing.
All right, intelligence. Here it comes. Bada bing, bada boom. 23.
That's
So
from
in the
20.
first
What the
crate,
hell,
there
bro?
is a metal piece that I mentioned. This appears to be some sort of blade attachment that is Xoraxhan in its origin.
It just
Blade
looks like junk metal
attachment?
to them.
Yeah.
That trinket
and you
looks
can
like
guess that it can probably be attached to Biddy.
Do you see anything
Um,
interesting with this?
Yeah, that metal piece there, she'll reference over to it with her finger. How much would you want for that? We could use that for some basic mending.
Or a piece of jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
The metal is very old and can be melted down and repurposed for a high quality item. This item will run about 500 gold.
Oof. Okay.
Platinum?
All right.
I'm not messing about.
Yeah, Valerie will look at Emmeline, give her like that like eyebrow raise, like, is this what you want? And we'll take 50 platinum out.
I think I'll steal it.
Very well. It is a good trade.
Anything
What
else
about
you
the-
see?
What about the books that were previously mentioned? We had the metal piece, then the
There is a book
potions.
about the histories and cultures, cultural practices of Drailworm. There is another one that is writings of the occult and cosmic events. And then finally, there is one that references the plant life of the forest city within Drailworm that is known as Filmir.
How much for each book?
The written language of skin bearers is 5 silver a copy.
I'll take.
Nice.
I'll take all of them.
A good
Those
trade.
bizarre numbers are like.
What's in the bottles?
The bottles are wine from Kiradel, brewed by the Emerald Dragon Master herself.
I could literally see Naoki perking up.
How much does this go for?
Unfortunately, we had to move those out of the way to make the rest of the stock accessible. Those are for the board of the Veiled Vanguard mining company.
Can you repeat that?
These items are specifically ordered by the Bright Vein Mining Company.
You do work with Bright Vein.
We do trade with major businesses within Northeast.
Okay.
Darn. He just kicks
Oh.
the sand.
Sister,
Alright.
I found the blade that the weird elf woman was asking for. It appears that we found a rapier that you were asking for. This is good news. We will make a good trade.
How much for it? And what does it look like?
So this blade, coming from the craftsman of Pyramoa, has a guard that is styled to look like serpent scales. The blade itself, it comes to a fine point. It's good crafted. It's not magical from what you can tell, and they tell you it is 35 gold.
Yeah. I assume it's 35 gold because of the degree of craftsmanship.
Or you're the only buyer, like these are the only tradespeople out in the middle of a desert that is presumably dangerous and you're desperate in the need for a weapon.
Yeah, so 3 platinum, 5 gold.
A good trade. Thank you, sister, for this purchase.
Okay. So, do you have anything else of interest we can look at from here?
Unfortunately, any further trade at this time would slow us down. You're more than welcome to look at our wares when we approach the city of Northeast, if it is still there when we get there.
Of course.
Why wouldn't it be there?
You'll see.
You don't happen to have any smut in those books, do you?
Perhaps, could you describe to us what that is?
So she goes into a long description of what smut is by telling her favorite story.
Oh my god.
And I'm not going to describe it here because
the insectoids are completely stone-faced as they stare at you.
And it's really bad.
Thank you for the educative lesson, sister.
Do they have any kind of smell coming off of them? Like a pheromone?
Are you trying to have sex with an insect man?
No, I'm just trying to see.
That was not a convincing no.
Crom can't tell because never knows.
Dollars a nose, and it works fine.
Sniff, sniff, boy.
If they have the ability to give off any kind of pheromone, you do not smell one at this moment in time.
Do I know one that actually is? Do I have the knowledge to create one?
I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
What? What?
Do I have the knowledge to create a pheromone?
No, I mean, not for these. You're not familiar with these creatures.
You are now making the case of trying to bone an insect right now, man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if they know. They don't understand it, but then like you give them the pheromone, they're like, oh, that's what you meant.
You're trying to make them bricked up.
You're trying to make them understand what
Do
smut
we
is
have-
through pheromones?
Do we have any of the ointment
Yeah.
left?
No,
I
he's
am
got-
deep.
he's got
I
that.
am okay. Stares and concerned DM. Okay. No.
I feel like there needs to be a check for this. Yeah.
You know.
So
You now take damage.
can he not do it with Druidcraft?
I can.
He doesn't know
I
it.
can make smells.
He doesn't know it.
I can guess.
You just want
Smells are different than pheromones.
So what you're saying, Isaac, is you want to make some stank?
Till the room stank.
Okay.
Till the
Okay.
room stank.
So. This, okay. So the
Well,
I just want to put it.
No. The striking lady, it is time we get moving. There are movements close by. You can hop in the back wagon with the other traveler we have with us. Brothers,
Hello.
sisters, let us be gone on our journey.
I'll stay on my mount next to the caravan.
So when you approach the back of the wagon, there is a man who is wearing a hooded robe with he has a long silver beard that comes down to a point. He has these bright blue eyes, kind of bushy eyebrows, and he's elder in his ages. It appears to be human, from what you can tell with his hood up at this moment in time. And he looks up at all of you and gives a very friendly smile, kind of showing his wrinkles along his eyes as if he does smile a lot, and has these lines about his face. Friends, it is always nice to have new travel companions amongst these folk.
Yes.
It's good to travel and meet new people.
From where do you hail?
Well, I come from, just a bit west in the area. That's where I'm stationed.
But there's something interesting about your accent. I can't quite pinpoint where the exact vernacular and dialect comes from.
I could give you a guess. I did studies abroad, you may say.
Well, Matt. And your name?
Emmeline. Yours?
I am known as Clearwater. That
What
is
a
my
nice
family
name.
name, of course. My first name is Fred.
Fred.
Fred Clearwater?
Frith? Clearwater.
Oh, I thought you said Fred.
Frith.
Fred?
Frith. Clearwater.
You can't issue me stuff I DM'd you,
Of course
Chloe,
it
for
is.
damage.
That is my common name.
I guess Rosado will be kind of riding right behind the sled so he can still talk with people.
It's good to be included in conversation.
Common name, where do you hail from?
Oh, I hail from the city of a million diamonds, Kiradel.
Kiradel.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
You hitch a ride with them from Parma?
Indeed. I have traveled a fair distance to head to Nalthes.
What brings you to Nalthes?
Business, mostly.
Yeah. A reason for most people visiting?
Indeed. Gemstones, specifically.
All right. There's quite a few merchants or companies that sell that. Who are you looking to buy from?
I'm seeking to have a continued partnership with a company that can supply my guild with a fair amount of gemstones as we proceed with our craft.
So are you traveling west or to east? If you're looking for gemstones, the Dwarven Kingdom of Rebellon can be quite useful.
The taxation makes it less than ideal.
Well, taxation versus quality. Do you want good or do you want mundane?
The Badlands are quite rich in their quality of gemstones, except it is far too dangerous for many people to go out to mine them. People know these are toughened by the sand.
Yeah, you Westerners are too used to your dwarven materials.
I'm used to mostly whatever materials we can find. Yeah, Valerie's still an orc, by the way, just be clear. So, taking on this doesn't... So, well, let's say, it's our first experience from here. Of course, I hail from Elneria myself, so it's, we rely a great deal on trade.
Of course. Trade is much more than the exchange of money and goods, stories, songs, culture. All part of the same network.
Do I pick up anything else from what he's saying? Maybe a hidden underlying message?
So he's not doing thieves' cant, that's what you're wondering.
Okay.
But you make an insight check.
It's a 19.
He seems as if he's trying to size each one of you up.
Perhaps you could sing us one of your songs.
Oh, I don't have a voice for singing. I'm a simple and humble jeweler.
It's a shame that your girl, you're not bringing anybody else from your guild up with you.
Dangerous path.
Are you just a member?
I am a member of the guild.
Okay.
Valerie will cast Detect Magic. Make no effort to try and hide it, just...
Yeah, so, Detect Magic, you cast it, and there appears to be nothing magical about him. Nothing at all.
Nothing on the sword either?
Nothing on the what?
The sword she bought, nothing there either?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not talking to her either, so I'm doing okay.
It's not talking to her.
Yet. Concentrate on it for the remainder anyways, then. Not gonna...
How long have they been traveling at this point?
A couple hours.
If in one of those hours Rosad would have been focusing on the dagger, would he have learned anything about it?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
No. We actually tried our attempt in trade ourselves, but we met some misfortune in Rebellion. Some kind of electric dragonling struck down our caravan. Dangerous place, even well secured, huh?
An electric dragonling?
I don't know the term of it. It was a dragon-like thing that was breathing electricity, killed a great many of the dwarves and one of our traveling companions.
Up here.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, give it to me.
3.
Yeah.
Well, it was said to y'all by the Magi mixologist that it was Vahir's blood.
I know.
And she did buy it off of you.
I just forgot the name, and I'm playing dumb right now. You seem well traveled for educated for a jeweler. Are you perhaps more than meets the eye?
Such bold questions that we were asking to someone we simply met a couple hours ago.
Yeah, well, we have nothing better but to talk while we travel. Get to know each other.
As I stated, I am simple jeweler. of the Silver Fang Guild.
Razad's gonna speak to him. He's gonna kind of lace his words with a little pizzazz. So, a jeweler like you, there's a rumor of a little bit of a phenomenon where you find an amethyst, bright purple amethyst that leads to a vein of pure blue sapphire. That happened to pique your interest.
Could you tell me more about this legend?
Just heard about it here and there. Rumors of it whispered through the various mining companies. I'm from Northeast. Just thought that type of rumor might pique your interest as a jeweler.
It might. All sorts of jewels are desirable.
You ever heard of a golden skull that had a penchant for jewels?
Is this some sort of children's tale from Elnira?
No, more just your worst nightmare.
It's
It's
Suddenly
a
he
penchant
looks
for
up and he looks past all of you, past Rosad that's riding in the back. And a few seconds later, after he noticed it, you begin to feel a vibration in the ground. And in front of you in the cart, the ground erupts. And the entire cart and the two schnoggles and whoever's driving the thing gets completely swallowed up by this mass of purple. And what happens next is a story for another time.
Massive purple. Mass purple?
Mass of purple. And scales and mouth and scariness. So that's where we're going to end our session for today. We will be continuing the story next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LichSouls. And a number of other things. So don't forget that you can tune into this Twitch channel throughout the week for a variety of other streams, including Pokemon, Dead by Daylight, and more. But mostly those two things I listed. But you know, it changes all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Razad.
Glad we're finally in the Wastelands, a place that has been mentioned many a time in the campaign so far. And we're headed to Nalthes, a city that is quite interesting. And you know, it's a little funny thing. Rosad had to ask where HQ was. If he knew where they were in the Wasteland. Anyway, another great RP session. And I can't wait to see where this goes. Hopefully we do not get swallowed by a purple serpent of some kind. Anyway, pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. But yeah, great RP session all around. I wasn't involved too much, but it was nice just to be here, you know, amongst all these wonderful role players. But speaking of wonderful role players and all that, thank you to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. And again, thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this story to life, and of course, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for creating the story for us and bringing us together here each and every week that we can.
DM reporting for duty.
Yeah.
Presentation.
But yeah, I ain't got much this week. But so I'll just throw it over to Geek. You got anything else to add?
You know, it was a very, very interesting session. It's neat, like, seeing an entity like the Weirfell for like a second time and seeing what like players are willing to give up in exchange for like what is basically just a plot hook to feed off of. It's like, we're so hungry, we want all of the juicy plot lore and plot hooks, and yeah, it was cool, you know. So nobody gave up anything important. They didn't give up, you know, vitality or memories of resented loved ones or their actual heart, you know,
Or their ability to cast magic.
you know. But well, that was really crazy, but it's okay. I mean, we'll just, you know, we're in the wasteland, and you know, we're gonna go off to get a new heart for Talia, and cram a new brain, and you know, Rosette some courage,
Brain.
and you know, y'all don't get the reference. If I only had a brain.
Oh.
Y'all are out of touch.
Right.
I get that reference. But anyways,
You've
yeah,
made
good
the
session.
reference, but
Kind of delightful. A lot of fun. Good
You may
player
be out of
moments.
touch, but I'm out of time.
I look forward to having some time after we don't die to whatever this mysterious purple creature is, to kind of unpack the craziness that happened in the session. So yeah, lovely, lots of fun playing. You know, I'll throw an eye towards Josh.
Oh wow, the
See
blurry,
that.
the blurry.
what am I looking at?
It looks like a small triceratops, actually.
Yeah.
Is that what we're fighting?
That's what you guys are fighting next session.
Oh no,
We should
giant
cover
noodle
it.
monster.
We need to get some of its venom.
Yeah, no. Really fun session today. Another one. Like always, good fun stuff. It's good fun to do some weird shenanigans with the Weirfell, you know, giving up eyes and memories and hearts and vitality and all sorts. It's always good fun to, you know, give up stuff. No, I don't really have much else to add, to be fair. I'll echo whatever else has been saying. Good fun today, good RP, good. Yeah. So with that, I guess I'll pass it over to Chloe.
Yeah, you know, similar sentiments. Good job to everyone today. I am very excited to obviously keep building on some of the lore that we got. We did just get a couple of like side quests and a couple of other things to follow through once we do, you know, disable the obelisk if we do. So anyways, yeah, I'm just excited to see how we continue solving problems together. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Isaac, who plays Naoki.
Yeah, this was a great session, even though I forgot half of it. So that was great.
Oh, sorry. I was like, man, that's like a really big admission. Personally, and I'm like, oh wait, in character.
Yeah. In character, I forgot literally everything that happened, so I've only been here since the desert. But other than that, it was like a really great session, seeing like how everyone gave up very concerning parts of their body, an eye for their memories, and then a heart because why not?
Because her heart is black and broken by her desire for vengeance.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even know that either.
You actually picked up on that?
I got it. I get you, boo.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to add. I can't wait to fight this strange monster worm, Alaskan bullworm thing. But with that, I will pass it on over to Megan, played by Talia. Oh wait, I mixed it up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So Talia here. Well, I'm
Wait,
good.
sorry, you sound different this week in your final little bit. Could you just fix your mic for a second? You sound off.
Don't worry, guys. I got it. Hi, it's me, Megan. It's a great time to be here. You know, bottle of water and whatnot. Beans and toast.
Beans on toast are nice, so
On
you
tuna
can't say
potatoes.
shit.
Yeah.
With beans on
Get
it.
some chips.
Beans on toast should not.
No, you don't do beans and tuna on the potato.
I have jack potato, cheese, and beans.
Who's putting beans on a potato?
What do you mean? Who's putting beans on a fucking potato?
He just said
Potato.
potatoes.
Boil them apples into my ass.
All right. Let's let.
I don't
Megan
think I
Prime
even need to
everyone.
add anything, to be honest. Now I just have the added stress of possibly dying at any moment. Huzzah!
So it's the exact same as before, just now there's a reason for it.
D&D.
Whee! Hooray. Yeah. Very
Also-
much. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, can we not forget that Naoki wanted to try to create stank?
I was curious.
Sometimes curiosity should.
Kill the druid.
No, you were asking for smut. I don't want to hear it.
Listen, smut has been valuable so far.
They
Do
would
we
have
still
given you
have any
bug
of the
smut.
ointment left? Or is it all gone?
No.
Oh my
Technically,
gosh. Move
the
along,
ointment's still in the
folks, move
chalice.
along.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight, and thank you so much to all the role players and people in the chat. It was a really great time being in the session today, and we had so much fun. We're gonna go ahead and close out and move along with our lives, and hopefully forget all of that nonsense about
Stank.
yeah.
So you're bringing it up again.
So thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we'll see you here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LichSouls for the next session of Procedure Counters. Bye.
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 Bye.